So, last year there was a game I basically bought to basically play for myself. And I basically bought it because it has similarities to System Shock and Bioshock. Those type of games. And that game is called Prey. Now, I've already basically gone through a run of this game myself, basically on my own time. And I very much liked what I basically saw when I basically played the game. I played the game for, as you can see here, 42 hours, and for the most part, I very much enjoyed the playtime I basically had, going through it. I basically got to explore the world and what's basically on offer, and there's basically lots of fun mechanics basically to play around with too. But the thing about this game here is that it's actually made me play multiple times. It's actually by developers who made Dishonored, and basically they have that tendency to make their games you can play them in multiple different ways. It's very open world ended, so to speak. And I figured I basically want to jump into it again to try and get the achievements basically didn't get, play a game a different perspective, so to speak, from I basically played last time, and just sort of go from there. Now, I'll note this first episode. It's going to be just a lot of introductions, so there won't be a whole lot basically to show, but we'll get to the gameplay in the next episode after this one. So if you want to basically skip this one, go for it. But this will be the introduction and everything else that basically comes to the start of the game. Yeah, it takes a little bit to start up, but whatever. Here we finally go. So, by Bethesda Studios, and Arcane Studios, the guys who actually made it, Dishonored in this game itself. And yeah, I can't skip these title screens, by the way, so we have to go through them. But whatever. Blah, 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 all rights reserved, and all the warnings and such. And there we go, welcome to Prey. Press any key. Alright, so, I basically have already gone through this game at least once. If I press the New Game Plus, you can basically see, our first campaign slot basically had, a character that went through for, 41 hours and 48 minutes. We're just gonna turn this down for a moment. Alright, that'll work for now. But yes, I already went basically through this game once, and essentially, as you can see here, I basically played, for those who basically have played this game before, a human-like style, operative, so I basically only got, technologies, or not technologies, but, skills basically in, the human tree. Basically, there's, two trees in this game. There's one for, alien abilities, and one for, human abilities. And basically, I went for, the human abilities. Anyhow, this time around, I'm basically gonna try and go for a run of no abilities. So yeah, I figure it'll be fun. And I'm also gonna turn on a survival mode. So basically, I'm not playing this game. You have the option basically to have stuff like weapon degradation, traumas, and auction basically on. I didn't actually play with the game the first time with this stuff on, so I basically see what it's all about. But we'll see how it basically goes. And by the way, you can basically play as a male, Morgan Yu, or you can play a female Morgan Yu. So yeah, male or female. We'll go female, I guess. I already played it with a male, so why not? We'll go female. You wake up in your apartment in the year 2032. Yes, yes, yes. It's waiting, 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 but whatever. And I'll note that the loading screens are kind of just long like this, all over the place, so yeah, it sucks, but oh well. This is a game that was actually made for consoles as well as the PC, by the way, so you're gonna see a lot of the console developments basically basically on display here as well. Do I want to play with keyboard and mouse?
Good morning, Morgan. Today is Monday, March 15th, 2032.
Hey, Morgan. Wake up. You're burning daylight. You sent the helicopter to pick you up. It's just a few tests. Don't forget to wear your suit. See you soon. Oh, listen, really great you decided to come on board. We're gonna shake things up, Morgan. Like old times.
Alright, so first day on the job. Basically, it's a very objective-driven game where, like, we'll have, like, objectives pop up like this, so... My first objective is basically put on my TranStar uniform. So, right there. And, yeah, we basically got up from our bed. And I know there's, like, stuff like you can basically read and, like, collect, so... We can basically take stuff from, like, the nightstand here, we can read a book. So, neuromod activation instructions, basically remove the neuromod from the vacuum seal container. Press the rubberized other eye cup firmly against the bony or of the eye socket. Keep eye open, depress orange release trigger, and continue to hold neuromod against eye for 5 minutes. Dispose of used neuromod and provide biohazard bag. So, basically, neuromods are like our skills in this game, by the way. So, we'll see a bit about more of those like a little bit later. And I can basically, like, press space to hold up multiple items if I want to. Here's like a tutorial for like the workstation and such. So workstations. Many TranStar employees have private workstations. Locked stations require a password. Search the environment for clues or use the hacking ability to bypass the login. Workstations may contain email files to download or special utilities. So I basically can read my email if I want to, so... Hey Morgan, so glad to hear you'll be coming aboard soon. Your first official day is Monday, March 15th. But first, we have a series of training exercises we run with all new employees. Just some stuff to clear you for life in orbit. Exciting times ahead. Have a good flight, and I hope we'll see you soon. So this is from like Thomas Tucker to Morgan Yu, CCC to Alex, your brother. So delivery. Hey, I sent a package of everything you'll need for your first day. Uniform, transcribe, neuromod. Install neuromod right away. As we'll be running some tests first thing in the morning. Just follow the instructions. I'll be in touch. And I'm ready. Hey, I just got off the phone with Mom and Dad. They won't be there when the show departs. They're in New York. Company stuff. But they send their best. I think Mom's a little disturbed that both her children are going to be outside her gravitational pull at the same time. She said you better behave and do everything your big brother says. Okay, actually, she said the opposite. I'm supposed to behave and do what you tell me. So there you go. That's Mom. Anyway, everyone's excited about your ideas up there, so get ready. I'll probably call you in the morning to make sure you're up. See you very, very soon, Morgan, Alex. So yeah, very loving brother. There's like our books here, basically, we even want to. I'm not basically gonna go through these books, by the way, because like it's just a lot of like lore and filler stuff is what basically is like going on here and stuff like that. But whatever. But it's basically like stuff we're gonna basically read, but it's not like this is like achievements and stuff you basically get from the lore, and like sometimes you'll find like important stuff in the books, but not everything basically is something you have to basically do. Yeah, shower, get all clean. Alright, I'm sort of wasting time here basically in the start here, so one last thing basically do here before I basically like head out. I'll let you basically interact with like cats and fish and stuff like that, so we basically take like stuff like this. We take like our food and such. There's a sparkling wine basically take. There's a note. Congrats, Morgan, Alex. Alright, well, that's enough of that stuff. Let's just push on. So here's our suit. We're all suited up now. I don't think there's a mirror in this game, but yeah, mirrors don't exactly work in this game, but you know, whatever. We can open a door here. Everything else is locked.
Morning, Miss Yu.
And yes, I miss you. And yeah, I'm not bothered. This is something I know about this game. There is like, give me like NPCs you can basically interact with, so.
Heard there's a chopper on the roof. Must be for you. You'll have to take the elevator. Down the hall. But you know that, I guess. Aren't you going to be late? You're supposed to keep going. You're going to get me in trouble. I can't talk to you anymore.
You know, a harbinger of things basically to come.
These things can be tricky, you know?
Alright, so you can press space to jump, press like, you know, C to sprint, you can press like C to like crouch. Or like to slide around. All important stuff basically to learn like later on. Now, something to note by the way about this game by the way is that like, you know, you're basically gonna have like a little story go on, and like early on you're gonna basically like, you know, find out something like, you know, very like, you know, interesting about this tutorial we're basically doing right here. Up the roof we go. Ah. Yep, locked, so let's just keep going. And there's the helicopter. Oh, I guess what these plays do. So unfortunately, Morgan didn't make it to his first day of work. There's an achievement for that, by the way. And yeah, although this is going to be like a thing, I'm going to try and get like achievements where I can, so just like, you know, bear that in mind, but whatever.
Hey, Morgan. Wake up. You're burning daylight. You sent the helicopter to pick you up. It's just a few tests. Don't forget to wear your suit. See you soon.
I know it's not too important, basically, like, you know, early on what you basically do, so whatever.
Really great you decided to come on board. We're gonna shake things up, Morgan. Like old times.
Let's just sort of like get to like, you know, the roof again, get to the helicopters, get to our first tests. Basic game hasn't really started just yet, so we basically do whatever we want to basically for like the first little bit here, so. Let's get into the helicopter.
Ms. Yu, please make yourself comfortable and we'll be on our way. TranStar facility is just a short hop.
So Bethesda's software presents.
Clear skies all the way.
And yeah, it's like a big giant like advertisement at this point, so there's like, you know, Ascension properties and whatever else. Yes, Arcane Studios.
That's a nice view on the bay there.
Here we go, it's landing on this, like, you know, place right here, Prey.
Here we are, Ms. Yu. Mind the glass on the way out. Good luck to you.
Alright, so. Another opportunity to kill myself if I basically want to, but you know, we've already done that, so let's push on. Welcome to TranStar, the company we basically work for.
Hello, Dr. Yu. I'm a Sybil 495 science class operator. TranStar has over a dozen state-of-the-art facilities across the globe. More, if you count the entire Earth-Moon system. Everyone's eager to see what you're capable of, Dr. Yu. I know I am. It won't be long before you're on a shuttle bound for Talos 1. My instruments are calibrated for high-volume data analysis and live readings. Don't worry, nothing will be missed. Our research often requires intense focus and long hours. I can provide you with a psychoactive stimulant after the test, if necessary. The elevator will take you directly to the testing area. I'm sure your brother is waiting for you. All our labs meet the minimum. Strange. That's never happened before. I'll have to file a maintenance request. Please excuse me, Dr. Yu.
CS TranStar.
Should I change position?
The last frontier is the human mind, and we are its pioneers. William Yu, our father.
Welcome, Morgan Yu. You have a 9 a.m. appointment in the testing facility. Please confirm.
Here we go.
Morgan! Finally! Hey, you don't look terrible in a TranStar uniform. How's your eye? Still red? I know the test might seem a little unconventional, but it's a Yu family tradition. Breaking convention is in our blood. Once you start the test, just do whatever comes natural. Don't overthink it. Dr. Bellamy's going to walk you through the process. You're in good hands. We'll be in orbit next week. I promise.
Mr. Yu, they're ready for your sister in room A.
Right. Listen, just be yourself. I'll see you after. I wish I could show you what I've been working on. You better get in there before Bellamy gets impatient.
Authorized personnel only, so base at security. More stuff to read.
Good morning, Morgan. I'm Dr. Bellamy. Looks like we have some tests to run through today. Probably not the kind of thing you're used to, I imagine, but trust me, you're going to do fantastic. All good? Great. Let's begin. For this first test, I'd like you to remove the boxes from the red circle as quickly as you can. Just go with your gut. Okay? Wonderful. Press the red button when you're ready.
Alright, so let's go through some tests.
Oh, glass won't break, will it?
Wonderful. You're absolutely fine. Let's move on to room B, then. Okay, Morgan, listen carefully. I'd like you to do your best to hide in this room. Take your time, relax, think it over. No, I'm kidding. You only have 9 seconds. Hit the red button when you're ready to start.
There's like a time right there.
I can see you there. Any synaptic register? At all? No? Well, that's fine. Sorry, let's keep things moving, Morgan. Head into room C. You're doing marvelous. All right. Here we go. For this test, please press the blue button across the room as quickly as you can in the most natural, intuitive way possible, without thinking. Just go for it. Press the red button when you're ready. I'm sorry, can someone please explain to me what's happening? Simmons?
I installed exactly what Tina brought down.
Did you double check?
Speaker's still on.
I apologize, Morgan. We're having some trouble with the equipment. Not your fault. You're doing fabulous, actually. One last room. Let's step into D. Can someone get me a cup of coffee? I would appreciate it. Thank you. Okay, Morgan. Have a seat at the table for me, please. Wonderful job. Take a look at the screen in front of you. I'm going to show you a series of questions. Pick the answer that makes the most sense to you. Press start on the screen when you're ready.
You're planning a vacation. Go somewhere familiar, you know you love, or try something new.
Good. Looks like you've got the hang of it. Keep going.
You've been sentenced to death for your actions. How does this make you feel? Afraid. I don't know what will happen.
Ooh, that's heavy stuff.
A runaway train is bearing down on 5 people who are tied to a track. You can cause the train to switch tracks, but there is one person tied to the second track.
Not your problem, right?
A runaway train is bearing down on 5 people. You're standing on the platform next to an enormous fat man. Pushing him on the track would stop the train.
Almost done.
A runaway train is bearing down on 5 people tied to a track. You could stop the train by jumping on the track, but you would die.
Interesting. Well done. Well done. We're nearly through it. For this next part, I'm going to display an image. I want you to take a good look at it. In a moment, I'm going to ask you what... Is my coffee? It's empty. I thought...
Oh my god! Security! Security!
Alex,
Simmons, what's going on?
we have a problem.
What about Morgan?
She's alive, sedated.
Clean it up. I'm on my way.
Good morning, Morgan. Today is Monday, March 15th, 2032.
We're back in our apartment. No objectives. And we're saving the game. Alright, so I'll note at this point, by the way, that essentially we're at like the sort of start of the game. I guess I'll play a little bit before we head off here, so let's grab what we can. Grab our stuff from the nightstand. Basically just grab everything I can, because, like, you know, we're not going to be able to, like, you know, come back here for the most part. Very ominous music, isn't it? By the way, the wine's basically over here now. So, something happened to Dr. Bellamy. I'm not going to spoil anything because, like, you know, we'll get to it when we get to it. And I guess I heard a doorbell, so I guess we'll, like, end it here, I guess, for now. But, hope you guys enjoyed the first episode here. And I'll see you next time when I basically go to, the next bit that comes after. Take care.